1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh no! Oh boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking loud spot! That's right, you're listening to the almighty Hot Zone! Doing the intro to the Loud Spot podcast! You goddamn right! We're doing intros for podcasts now! And if you don't like it, you can suck the entire circumference of my Wayne Tratsky with the squeals and the drops! P1E goes on till it pops! Cannonball, don't trust a cop! Johnny Spotswood just don't know when to stop! Yeah! And if you don't like it, you better take your ass up to the snooty box, cause this is the Loud Spot! Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosme, here in Oklahoma City, and I got a band from the future, because they're from Australia, the Molotov. You guys are freaking awesome. I love the band. You guys are my very first, you guys are popping my cherry for Australian bands. You know that, right?
Oh, wow, awesome.
Thank you, man.
How long you
We
guys,
have a good time.
how long you guys been a band for?
We have been in this iteration for like 8 years,
A while.
or maybe 9, nearly.
Yeah, nearly.
And before that, Scott had some other people playing, and it was slightly different. And then before that, it was like your solo stuff with a mate.
Yeah, it was kind of like solo. Started as solo stuff. A friend sort of joined me, and then we sort of mucked around a bit and ended up with like a 4-piece that had KT, Matt, and Stu in it. And then we sort of added Dan and sort of wanted to get a bit more progressive, a bit heavier and that. So we shuffled things around, and Claire, Jaden, Paul joined, and Dan and I stayed, and we basically, that's the band now. That's who the band is. So yeah, that was about 8-9 years ago, nearly now.
So, is Jay the main lead singer?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's me.
Was that something when you first started the band, like you had like a vision in your head start of what you wanted, or did it just kind of come together?
It was more, I think, synchronicity. We sort of had a female singer, but we didn't want the same kind of singer. And when Jay arrived, she was completely different. She had like the clean range and everything, but she could also go all the way up to like full fury screaming and everything. And I was like, fuck. You can't really, you're like, okay, let's do this. And yeah, and Claire sort of sings as well. So like she ended up on like bass and everything, and it sort of all just like clicked together really quick. It was like a really fast train wreck that sort of turned into exactly what you probably needed your entire life. So as soon as it happened, we're like, oh wow. So like, yeah, everything came together fast and sort of violently.
And I just sort of started screaming more and more. Like, I'm just going to scream in this song. And Shane would be like, are you sure it fits? And I'd be like, hey, it fits.
Yeah. And I'd be like, oh, we don't want screaming. Oh, like that. Oh, yeah, no, do that. Yeah, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm screaming this bit too. And like, no, I'm going to sing normal now. I'm like, oh, okay, right.
You know what's funny is I saw your email. I think it was sent about a month ago, maybe or so. And I was going through. I had probably 500 emails to go through, and I was kind of clicking through them as kind of fast, you know. And I think Scott sent it over because it was from your email account. And one thing that's so important that people need to realize that you did, that most people don't do, is when you're trying to grab somebody's attention, you like pretty much sent me like an EPK. Like you sent me your profiles, pictures of the band, music videos. I mean, your email was loud, bro. Like it was a loud email, and it was good. And I played it, and my daughter was here, and she's like, I like that band. Then there was a couple of bad words, and I was like, get out of here. but it's you know, if you are trying to get someone's attention, you want to have a loud email, and you provided that. And I was like, just by the way you looked, I wanted to hear what it sounded like. You know?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's on stuff. He does all that good work with promotion and stuff. I'm kind of a hermit, and I hide and let him do the promotion.
I was trying to fit your guys' style. Like a lot of bands, you can kind of hear like who they listen to, some of their influences. But with your band, I really couldn't figure out an influence because it's kind of all over the place, very unique.
Yeah.
Cool style. So do you guys all listen to the same music, or is there different influences? No.
We all listen to like almost completely different music. Like you listen to like doom and
Yeah, like I like Acid Bath and Pool and
I listen
bunch of
to
stuff.
extreme metal. I listen to extreme metal, and also like 80s new wave.
Yeah.
I like
And
80s new
same-
wave. I like 80s
Yeah,
new
it's
wave.
good. Yeah.
And I sort of listen to like all like everything from like older punk to like modern. Like Jake's got me into a lot more sort of like black metal, like Rotting Christ and all of that.
Yeah, I got into
But
it.
everything in between, old synth pop, rap. Pretty rap rock as well. So pretty much anything. And I think Dan's the same. And Paulie's sort of like grunge and rock and sort of metal. So genre-wise, we listen to a really wide range of stuff. But so we have that. Plus our age ranges go from it's like a 25-year range from like our youngest one to our oldest one, which is me. So you've also got sort of like different perspectives, and like I might do something and Claire will go, "Nah, that's boring, man." And I'll be like, "Well, what do you want?" And she'll like do something else, and they're like, "Oh yeah, right, no, that's much better." So all vice versa, like right. So you've got like a wide range of everything.
Yeah.
And also, I think like you've got male and females, you've got age range, you've got genre range. So it's kind of diverse all the way through.
I never thought about it before until you just mentioned. I guess I've been told, other bands have mentioned this to me and it never really clicked, but I think age range in a band brings a lot of diversity to the band because the younger people listen to different things than, us older folk over here with me and Scart. we're the old folk over here.
I'm in the middle.
What's
I'm in my mid-30s now, so that's not that young.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in my late 30s. I guess we're getting there. We're all getting there.
Yeah.
So you guys are pushing the song "Break," right? Is that like kind of your first single? First of all, when did this album come out?
Last October?
Well, it's a funny thing because we had a launch all lined up, all ready to go, and then Scott had to go and get in a coma
Oh, yeah.
and inconvenience us all.
So I went into a coma right when we were supposed to launch the album.
Oh shit! How'd that happen?
Well, I got caught some sort of virus over a space of weeks that apparently is about 90 to 95% close to COVID, but most coronaviruses are. So I caught a virus, and then about 2 days later went into a coma, and it was about 5-6 weeks till I got out of hospital. Took 2 weeks to come out of the coma. Had delusions and insane psychosis and everything from the drugs and the coma and everything. But that's all gone now, I think. By the time that was done, I was in recovery and everything. We couldn't tour to Sydney or anywhere. So we couldn't do the launch gigs.
We couldn't do the launch, and then so we were going to bump it to May, but then we had the COVID crisis, so we couldn't do our launch in May. So it's released. It's on all your Spotify's and all that. You can buy the actual CD from us, but we never had an official release. It's just out there. We're just like, we have an album.
FYI, in case you didn't know, here it is. That is so neat. Okay, I'm going to play Break right now, and then we're going to talk about it. This song is really fucking cool, man. This song is dope. So, here we go right now. This song's called Break. We got the Molotov on the podcast tonight. Let's go.
Don't play
I mean, dude, that song is probably one of the catchier, like, rock songs I've ever heard. The guitar riff in that is absolutely fantastic. Scar, were you holding that in? Like, did you make that up a long time ago and I kind of held it into this song to fit it? Because it sounds like a song you could have made, you know, like, and just kept it until it fits something really good.
It's one of those ones that sort of come from, like, you know, when some songs you can sort of like do ahead of time yourself, but we were jamming that one, the bass line was played, and the bass line sort of stays roughly the same all the way through, and it was inspiring different riff ideas, which is what happens. But yeah, some of them you start playing and you just want to start bouncing up and down while you're playing it, so you go, well, that's probably one I need to keep. Like you're sitting there going,
my next question was, do you guys rock out to your own music? And you pretty much answered that, because how could you not rock out to your own song?
I get so sick of them because they get so stuck in my head. Like, they don't leave. Like, they're too catchy. They do my head in. But they're super fun.
They are super fun. And, so when you guys who writes the lyrics? Jay, do you do all the lyric writing, or is there like a collaborative with the band to come up with that?
Well, Scott and I both wrote the lyrics for that one. He had like a rough outline, and I went in and kind of was like, that doesn't make sense, and changed the thought of it. But then, like, there's some songs where he's written all of it, and there's some songs where I've written all of it, but then he'll come in with a bit that he's written, or I'll come in with a bit that we collaborate, is the short answer.
Yeah, and that's really important to do that. So when you were in your coma, when you came out of your coma and had all these, psychosis things, did you take that opportunity to do you reflect on that and help inspire new music?
When you came out of your coma, are you inspired?
Yeah, I'm really inspired because I had to stay home a fair bit. So I was I've got lots of band ideas. I've also got a side project. We've got lots of ideas for that. So it's kind of it's like unmedicated ADHD, and then when you come out, you've got to stay in one spot for a long time between rehab and also COVID and all of that. You're like, okay, well, I've got 97 songs in my head today, so I'm going to try and get half of that down.
I want to help him do a concept album about his coma demons.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had massive hallucinations of 7 levels of hell, people being demonic aliens and trying to, yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
You'll hear it all on the album.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Look, have you guys played so you guys have been in a band for quite a while. You guys are from Australia. Does your band ever travel outside of Australia, done tours, things like that?
Not yet.
We want to.
No, I don't know.
We've been offered gigs, but it's usually we can't afford to go, or one of us can't go to leave work, or we can't afford the ticket or something. But we want to.
Yeah, we're still between. You get invited and everything, but this year we were looking at a few things, and then COVID kicked in. But as Jay said, we've all got got different jobs. Our drummer Paul owns a studio, owns the studio we're at now, Rock City.
Yeah.
This is where we recorded the album. So he's got anything's got to be teed up so that someone else can take over running the studio. Any bands that need recording, all that, all needs to be synced up. So it gets complicated.
How is it like in Australia to be in? I guess we would consider you guys metal, not like dark metal, but just metal hard rock. Is there a lot of good bands in Australia? Is there a lot of people to play with?
There's a lot of awesome bands here.
Yeah, it was a pretty big music scene.
Yeah, it's really good. I love it. But we don't have. There's not really a lot of bands that sound like us.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of like crazy people like the whole five different completely different musical backgrounds and stuff make for a kind of a unique sound, I think.
Yeah, it is. Is it hard also with 5 people in the band to all be able to come together to have band practice or like even to do this podcast with five different people, 5 different schedules? That must be kind of difficult to always get together.
Yeah, it can be.
It can be. We did pretty well up until Scott got sick. We would jam every week, pretty much without fail.
Yeah.
And that's good, but it is hard to get. It is a bit hard. It's like herding cat. Also, that saying, right?
But also, three of the band live in Brisbane and 2 of us live here on the Gold Coast, and the rehearsal studio's here. So they've got to also try and sync up getting from one city to another city. It's not a long way away, but it still means they've got to put an extra hour or so aside each way.
Yeah.
So it's like that, and Claire had a child and everything, so she's got like, okay, well, we've got to work out, will we bring Bub with us? Is she going to a gig or is she like coming to the rehearsal? Where's she going to sit?
Her little earmuffs.
Oh yeah, we got earmuffs. We don't force it. We don't just throw her in the mosh pit and go, someone take care of her, quick, go.
Take care of this baby.
When you guys play concerts, when you guys are in the middle of a show, do you just go crazy? I could just imagine you guys going crazy on stage because I saw the music videos you guys had. It looks like you guys rock the fuck out when you guys are doing your damn thing.
Yeah, we do.
They do. I tend to stay pretty still on stage because I don't like being seen. So I just kind of stay still and I'm not thinking about what I'm actually doing with my body. So they jump around and I stay still and I just tell myself to balance it out,
Dan ends up shirtless a lot and does plenty of like windmills.
Yeah. He's got really long hair, so he swishes that around a lot.
When you're the lead singer, it's and that's what you do. It's really kind of hard to move around a whole lot because you get. I would assume, especially when you're screaming, I would assume you probably get pretty winded easily unless you're used to it.
It takes a lot of air. Yes. So I just focus on that.
What's the biggest concert you guys ever played?
I don't know.
I think we supported Mammal at the zoo. That was fairly good. Although we've also last year. Near the end of last year, we played Wallapalooza. We were playing on the main stage, and we were pretty happy with that.
It was pretty big.
That was a good festival. We had full. The place was full. We had a lot of people going nuts afterwards. They were really happy with our sound and everything. So probably Wallapalooza, plus also Mammal at the zoo in Brisbane.
Do you guys have
an action zoo?
Do you guys ever?
No, it's a place called the zoo. We weren't like playing zebras and shit.
I would assume you guys have, just from me listening to you guys' songs, I mean, the sound is clean, it's produced well. Do you guys have, a super big following in Australia? Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, I haven't done it yet, I'll be honest, but I'm going to download your guys' music to put on my Apple Music because I just imagine myself driving my car just blaring Break. I just want to jam to that song all the time. So do you guys have, a big following in Australia? Like a fan base?
It's pretty decent.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
I don't keep track of it.
It's not bad. It depends on what's going on. We released I think we've released about five or six clips now. So we put stuff out and people are like, "Oh man, this is brilliant, and it's good." But
yeah, pretty good turnout gigs and stuff.
Yeah, it's sort of because we're indie, we're sort of you've got to limit it. You're not no one's pimping you. You've got to sort of get yourself out there and let people know stuff's on and everything. So, but yeah, we do a good. We get a good turnout. We get a good response from that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about you guys being an indie band and staying indie and how important that is to you guys. But before we do that, I do want to play Touch. What is this song about?
I wrote it the day after we had a band practice on a Sunday, and I was hungover from being out at a pub the night before, and this dude, he wouldn't take his hands off me, man. And I was saying, don't touch me. And as he's touching me. He's going, I'm not touching you, doll. I'm not even touching you, doll. And so I was really just pissed off at him, and I wrote the song, Don't You Fucking Touch Me.
Oh, is it called Don't You Fucking Touch, or is it just called Touch?
It's just called Touch, yeah.
Okay.
As you can hear by the chorus.
Yeah. And it was just me being fed up with, like, this sort of free-for-all. Like, if I walk into a room and dudes being like, yeah, I can put my hands on that. Because it's like, no, you fucking can't. I'll shit on your grave.
You should be like...
The thing is, there's a lot of sexist pricks still in the world, like, and everyone goes, oh, things are a lot better now. It's like, well, they must have been really shit before, mate, because there's still a lot of arseholes out there that sort of don't understand boundaries, they don't understand anything. It's like, this isn't someone you can just approach with. You don't have the right to. No one's doing it to you, so don't do it to other people.
Does he know you wrote a whole song about him?
Pardon?
Does he know that you wrote? Does he know you wrote a whole song about him?
Probably not. I couldn't even tell you his name. Some random guy that was talking to me. And
nameless, faceless shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not still mad about it. Whatever. But it was fun to write the song and channel it.
It's a fun song.
And maybe it gets
I'm not touching you. As he's grabbing my thigh. So,
oh my
I think the other good thing about it is we play at gigs and you get a lot of women come up and go, oh my God, that's so, and you're like, yep, okay, well, that's good. They get exactly what it's about. It's not like a random thing that happened to one person.
No.
Right. All right, let's play Touch right now with the Molotov on the podcast. Here we go.
You
That song is the change-ups in that song are so unreal for the ideas that you have to do that in that song. You guys have like a melodic part, then all of a sudden it's like, don't you fucking touch me! Like, is that Jay doing the screaming on that?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, you got a good voice for that.
Thank you.
Like, is that distorted? Is there any distortion on that? Or is that just like, I mean, I'm sure it's produced.
That's just me screaming.
Damn, you do have I would have been excited for her to be in my band. You know what? You should quit that band right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna start a band. I'm gonna start a band called the Molotov, and you could be the singer of that band. How does that sound? I think it sounds like a great idea. That's what I think.
Well, I'm half American. I'm an American citizen, so I don't even have to get a visa. Once we're allowed to leave the country, I can just pop over anytime.
See, works out fantastic. What is it like to stay an indie band, and is that important for you guys to be able to control what you do on your own schedule, or do you guys want to get picked up by a management team or a record label?
It depends on who the team was. If they were good and they weren't meddlers and they didn't meddle with our shit, then it would be great, you know.
We don't like meddlers.
No, except metal. Metal, yes. Metal, no.
We like meddlers, but not meddlers.
I think what a lot of people don't realize that I've learned doing a podcast and talking to different bands and management teams and some labels, even when you're picked up by a label or management team, the band still has to produce the music and they still have to put themselves out there for the management team to be able to kind of take you under their wing. Like, you have to keep on building yourselves for them to be able to do their jobs better.
Yeah. The thing with a lot of smaller labels are they might promote you, they might do a few things, but at the end of the day, they probably won't even pay for you to do your recording. They'll probably just say, okay, well, we'll sort of market you and promote you and everything. So we've been doing it so long now that we know how to promote it. We know how to sort of record ourselves. We know how we want the songs to sound. As I said, Paul owns Rock City, so this is where we recorded the entire album. Rian Cavey mastered and mixed the entire thing for it. And Ernie Oppenheimer did the mastering. But we sort of were able to control every single aspect of how we sounded, down to like milliseconds of every single guitar sound, echoes, everything. So then we ended up doing our own promotion. So we've kind of so far we haven't needed one. Like, if we wanted to go up a level, we'd probably say, okay, well, let's start listening or having a look around and seeing if we're interested. But at this point, there sort of hasn't been anything we haven't been able to do within the band. Yeah.
How many albums have you guys put out so far? Like, with this complete band right here, how many albums? Are you dropping stuff over there?
Just one. Fell off the stool.
Well, yeah, sorry. You would have noticed Paul fell off his stool. This is the only main album through this lineup. The other ones
we've done a few singles though.
Yeah. We did a couple of singles. We did a cover of Zombie, which you can find on YouTube as well. So we did a few singles. And the old lineup, there's some other albums before that, but this is the first main album. That's why it's got so many. It's like people sort of said, "Oh, you got 7." This is literally the best.
We actually had it recorded and pretty much ready to go a few years ago, but then everything got lost. So we had to redo it all.
Yeah, it was kind of like a lightning strike that took out everything. And then in hindsight, within just a month or so of recording this with all the new equipment, where after we'd rehearsed everything again and practiced it and changed a lot of stuff, we were really thankful for the lightning strike, because we were like, we've got a much better idea of what we're doing now.
Sounds better this time around.
Sometimes you never know.
Glad, but
Sometimes you never know. Like, sometimes something that is a negative winds up being a great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the random chaos works in your favor.
It really does. Does it take you guys a long time to write? Like, when you write your songs, what's the fastest song the song was done? Like, have you ever written a song in 2 hours and you were done?
Yeah, Robot.
Yeah.
Touch we wrote that day.
Touch was really quick.
Touch we wrote that one day, and then Robot we also, which is another song on there, we wrote that the same day.
That was
January. Well, I mean, but I wrote the lyrics the same day.
That was I think our second jam with the new lineup. We sort of all went in there. I think it was about the second day. Dan brought one riff in, and I started playing something with it. And then Claire started doing another tune, and we started playing over the top of that.
And then I had the lyrics
And
like
then
straight away.
Jade sort of started singing the lyrics straight away, and I think we were singing Murdoch to start with, and then it
No, we
became
weren't.
Robots.
No, we weren't.
What was the one with
We were saying robots, Murdoch, robots.
Oh, yeah.
But that was too on the
We don't even want to mention that mongrel piece of shit. But anyway. But yeah, so we didn't want to mention him, so we sort of went back to the same thing. But yeah, I think it was pretty much written within one jam.
Same with Tyrant.
Yeah.
You gave me the music, and I wrote all the lyrics to that as quick as the song went. And I don't even know. It's like I get possessed by something, and I'm like writing the lyrics like faster than I can type. Like
it's like a creative demon took her over, and went, aha! I've come from hell, so why don't you?
I bet you guys have a lot of fun in the studio together. I can kind of see your chemistry. I bet you guys also have some wicked arguments sometimes. I could also see that. No, does that ever happen?
No, the worst is when I crack the shits and I go, nah, and then I leave, and then I come back and go, I'm sorry, guys. That's the worst that's ever happened. But that's just because I have anxiety and I get all like, oh, I can't do it, you're on fuck, and I leave. And then I come back and I'm like, okay, I can do it.
I think
about 20, 30 minutes. By that time, Paul's usually knackered anyway, so he's like, oh, good. Okay, so we can have a break. So we'll go out and have water.
Oh, good, Jake's gone outside.
Hey, Jade, we're like, oh, no, I'm good now. And we're like, okay, cool. So it's like, clears the cobwebs, and we go, right, and then we kick back in. And again, it's like, useful chaos. Like, it happens, and then you're like, okay, well, we're all focused again, and we're back in. Nothing about anything creative.
No.
Occasional, we don't have the exact political alignment. Like, I'll be 92% anarchist, and she'll be 93% anarchist. And it'll sort of like...
I'll be 0, yeah.
Yeah. And so, and then you sort of like...
0%.
You'll have like a 30-second sort of like, difference of opinion, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, but we both think these guys like assholes. Like,
yeah.
Okay,
let's move on. Jade has the perfect excuse though. She could literally go and scream in your guys' face and then be like, oh, I'm just practicing a new song I'm writing.
It's a new song. It's called Fuck You All. It's called Fuck You All, I Quit the Band.
And she's
for 5 minutes. It's a 5-minute song.
Yeah.
and you can just scream at them for 5 minutes straight and be like, so what do you guys think? Well, you let it out, then you ask what they think.
I don't just say, yeah, it's a good song, but it needs a bit more bass. Well.
I've never been to Australia. I think it'd be a really neat place to go. And when I go, one day, I'm going to hit you guys up. And when COVID's over and we're going to go grab some brews somewhere, I think that sounds like a really fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We're friendly. We're approachable.
Are you guys working on new material already? Since you couldn't really tour with this or play concerts with these songs that we're playing right now, are you guys already working on future songs, or are you kind of just waiting to be able to promote this more for when you guys are allowed to play concerts? Is Australia completely shut down as far as concerts? I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, completely, pretty much. It's only just starting to open up again to like you're allowed to dance again at parties and stuff.
Oh.
So are you waiting for new material to write, or are you guys already like back in the studio or back at band practice saying we gotta come up with something new again?
We're not back yet, but we were gonna start up again this week, but that fell through.
Yeah.
Scar's always writing stuff. I'm writing. I write a lot, but I haven't been writing for this band. I'm just writing stuff in my own little hermit dome. But it's like there's so many song potentials that it's more a process of elimination than a process of trying to find like something to record, something to work on. So it's like when we start, we've already got 20 other ideas, and then we'll have to chip away and discard the worst ones.
Yeah, it's a case of jam. Like we'll bring tunes in and sort of like probably put up 5 or 6 and say, which of these do we want to have a look at? We all sort of like go, oh yeah, that one. Let's start on that one. It sounds so simple. We can kick off that one. We'll bring it in, start playing it. Paulie will start drumming, or we'll just look at us and not drum, and we know they don't want to do it. So basically,
I can only imagine with 5 different people in the band that there's ideas coming left and right from everybody has their own creative input, So I can only imagine it's pretty easy to come up with new ideas all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. It's more a case of coming up with, trying to put them all in one spot and
See what
turn them
fits
into
where.
songs and what fits and...
That's awesome. Echo Chamber. What is Echo Chamber about? Because that is a pretty cool name, I think.
It's about, I think everyone should, as they mature, should stop and look at their ideas and ask themselves, do I have these ideas because all my friends do and I've just gone along with it? Or have I actually reasoned out these ideas myself? Have I thought them through? Are they based on my reason and logic, or am I just going along with the crowd? And it's just about, screw echo chambers. I think they're dangerous. I think I don't like them, and yeah, we're gonna smash the walls down with the echo chamber, man.
I think it's neat that you guys have reasons for your songs. Sometimes I'll ask a band, so what does this song mean? They're like, yeah, bro, it's a song. I'm like, what's it about? Bro, it's a song. I'm like, and sometimes it doesn't mean anything. It's just words that someone just put together. Like when I write songs, and I'm not great at it by any means, but they're not very. I guess I don't really think them through as much. I just kind of lie and make up shit like I had a hard life when I didn't. So, but it makes for a good song. Let's play Echo Chamber right now. Let's go. This is Echo Chamber, the Molotov.
Discover and become what I
every single song that you guys have. Literally, I think you are probably my new favorite band right now.
Yay!
I love, and it's like when I hear the bands, when I hear you guys' songs, I listen to so much music that I only play like 30 to 40 seconds of a song, 45 seconds to see if I like it. Because I get so many, it's hard to go through. So I haven't really heard all of your songs all the way through. You guys really are good, and I'm definitely going to download your guys' album to play it. Definitely fantastic band. Everyone needs to hear you guys. You guys just rock. Okay, Jade, what is it like to be a female vocalist in a metal band in Australia?
I think it's pretty great. I try not to think about, being female a lot. The funniest thing is when people say, "Oh, you can scream really good for a girl," and I'm like, "Oh, for a girl." It's that for a girl that gets me, because I'm like, can't you just leave it at I scream good? Like, just have it for a girl.
Right.
Like, but other than that, like all the other bands, everyone's really chill. Like, no one's given us any shit or any like pressure to do anything. Sometimes you feel like, oh, if I was only, I want to fit into this stereotype or that. But then I just think, don't think about that. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
I guess my question would probably more based on not really negative, but more positive as far as other women coming up to you and maybe inspiring them to write music or become a singer themselves because they see you doing it and maybe it empowers them a little bit.
Yes, that's the best bit. Yeah. Thank you for putting me onto the positive side. That's the best bit. I often get a lot of women being like, "Oh wow, thank you." So they thank me for like seeing touch, or they'll be like, "I didn't know that." It's what you said. I like it. I really like that. I like showing other women that you can scream, you can do it. Like it's not a guy's thing. You don't. Having boobs doesn't interfere. It's a vocal cord thing. It's not a boobs thing.
No, I think that's really. I bet a lot of young. Especially when they play concerts, probably teenagers, they probably look up to you, the girls probably look up to you and thinking, they see you on stage, and it's so cool to have I think there's there's a lot more women vocalists now getting into punk rock and metal, and I think it sounds super great, and that's great that you're inspiring other young musicians to be able to step up and do that.
Yeah, we love it.
Although I might start another different band with Scart, and our song's going to be called "You Should Fucking Touch Me" because we're guys. You should fucking touch me. Please touch me. So you guys have an 8-minute. When I first heard this song, I was like, "Oh, geez, it's fucking 8 minutes long. God damn it! What the fuck is wrong with these guys?" But you can't, listen to, and I did hear all of this song. And it's like you almost can't take anything out of the song. Like sometimes you write a song and it just flows.
Yeah.
And is that what happened with this?
Thinking maybe there should be some part we can sort of pull back because it's long. It's like once you do your intro, but then we kind of like realize it doesn't flow if you remove any part. It's got so many movements in it that you can't do it.
That's Liz, baby.
That's Luna.
That's the baby talking over there.
That's our little mascot, Luna. She thinks it's feed time.
Were you worried about? Were you guys
tired?
When you guys were writing this song and realized it was like 3-4 minutes long, and then all of a sudden you hit 5 minutes? Were you like, shit, how are we going to end this song? Or you just kind of let it keep on going till the end?
I don't think we realized how long it was until we recorded it.
No, we definitely didn't. And also, most of my favourite songs are between like 9 and 15 minutes. So it's on the short side.
Hey,
but no, we just let it go. We didn't. Claire's right. We didn't realise how long it was until we recorded it.
And we played it live a fair bit. It's just you don't realise because people are sitting there like you've got your sort of almost like Pink Floyd acoustic sort of start. Then it all kicks in and everyone's nodding along and then they're swaying with it. And then you go back into the chorus and then it all changes up and then goes into the breakdown and then all that changes. So it's sort of...
You'll hear it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you'll hear it, yeah.
Claire,
before we played, I do want to ask Claire the same question I asked Jade earlier about inspiration from the audience, maybe reaching out to you for being in a band and maybe inspiring other musicians. Does that happen with you as well?
Oh yeah, I guess like people come up to me.
She's a really good bassist. So they come up to her and they say,
Yeah.
you are really good at bass.
Yeah, it's mostly like, oh, you're so cool, bassist.
Yeah.
Good job.
Have you been playing?
I don't think.
How long have you been playing bass for?
Pretty much when I joined the Molotov.
Oh, really? They're like, you go buy a bass, you're gonna be in the band.
Before that. I played guitar a bit before that.
Okay, so it's kind of easy to pick up bass, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jada, were you in any other bands before you were in Molotov? Were you?
I've been in a couple, none that I love as much. I bluffed my way into my first one when I was like 15, and the dudes were like 30, and I was like, yeah, I play instruments, and I do things, and I just kind of lied my way into it. So that was one, and then I actually released a couple songs as a teenager onto like not big radio here, but I had a couple like songs on the radio and shit.
That's
but,
cool.
I haven't. This is my first true love band.
Yeah, and I could just imagine Scart's probably been writing music for a long. You probably have you had like all kinds of different projects in the past?
Yeah, you write a lot of music.
I write, as I said, it's a kind of an ADHD redhead thing. So like I write stuff all the time. We've got like a side project called Enemies of Rome, and Jade and Claire are kind of doing bits and stuff for that as well, and we've got other drummers and that. So I write for that, but I also write for this one. And sometimes it'll be like, I'll put 3 songs a day up and go, what do you think? The guys think of these? And they're like, well, we're out somewhere. We can't listen right now. It's like, we haven't listened to the other 9 from last week. And I'm like, so when you get to it, they're like, put a block at the time aside, take some time off work. So yeah, I sort of like, but yeah, it's good.
A long time.
It's good now that I can sort of write. I've got an idea of like, the variation, like Jade's variation, Claire's variation, the idea of how she'll play bass and everything, so I can just write something really basic and know that it'll sound nothing like what she's going to play. I'll show her something, she'll go, yeah, that's nice, and play something totally different. I'll go, oh no, wait, no, that's much better, yeah. And she'll go, yeah, just get on the guitar, will you?
That is,
so yeah, it's good
cool.
writing something knowing it's going to evolve the minute you bring it in.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys really rock. Rising Tide is your epic 8-minute song, and so... But I want everyone to listen to this song. This song, it's 8 minutes long, but it doesn't feel like it's 8 minutes long because it's entertaining to listen to. So, which definitely helps an epic metal song. Here's Rising Tide right now with the Molotov. Check it out.
Say
another dead summer. It looks a lot like karma and hits me like a coma. Ain't no more ice for your cocktails, 'cause it's time to set sail off to catch the last wind. Champagne in the moonlight, sipping while the reef guys watch you going bone white. We keep living like a tourist, ignorance is poison, denial and hubris. When the wings of the last beast cease to beat, will be nothing but a memory. So good night, little primate, guess you sealed your fate. Time to watch the waves break. The boat is leaving, waving bye-bye, better learn to float before we hit the high tide. It's time to sing swivel, baby, we're hanging on the cross, so you're lying in the
That was Rising Tide by the Molotov. Such a great song. I mean, literally every song you guys write that we played tonight just sounds like it's ready to be big time everywhere, millions of fans. amphitheaters worldwide. That's, I mean,
You can only hope.
yeah, and I can only hope too. And I'm looking forward to new stuff that you guys put out because I find your music very fascinating and very unique. If there,
Thank you.
where can people find your music? Do you guys have a website? What do you guys have YouTube wise? All that stuff.
Okay, well, if they want to go straight to our main website, they should be able to find everything else from there. That's www.themolotovband.com. If you go on Spotify and search the Molotov Resistentia, which is Resistentia, you can find us on there. You can also find us if you search on Instagram and everything. But also Bandcamp. If you sort of don't want to do streaming all the time, you go on Bandcamp. You can download the entire album with one hit. So yeah.
And on your website, do you have merch as well?
You can get shirts through us, but your best bet is to message us on Facebook because most of our stuff is we keep it here at Rock City now. We've got like the new album, like the vinyl and everything. It's got all the foil trimmings and everything like that. And it comes with free CDs. So we're doing merch packs where you can get the vinyl, the T-shirt, the stickers, all of that stuff for like $50 Australian. So like that one hit, you get everything in sort of one go.
The only thing is I'm not sure how postage is working.
Postage is about postage and handling to America or anywhere is whatever it is standard.
It probably gets a little bit pricey. What bands do you know? How many local bands do you guys know that you enjoyed either playing concerts with or know personally that you would like to give a shout out to on the podcast right now?
A lot, and I'm going to forget some because pressure.
I like Smoky Martha.
Smoky Martha, they're great. That's a female fronted. The Automaton, also
cool.
female fronted, like really cool prog stuff. Then I love the like Azrael, which are metal dudes.
Also,
they're cool.
Also another metal band, the Black Swamp. They're great. They got Luke and there's also Rhino, which is also what's the name? Paulie, what's that other? Baltimore Gun Club.
Yeah.
Baltimore Gun Club are really good.
That's a cool name, also.
They're more like grungy.
Yeah.
Last question. I want to ask you guys one last question. What is the weather like? Is it like always warm there?
Yes.
Here, we live in Queensland, which is more northern state, and it's disgusting here. I'm not from here. I'm from further down.
If you can imagine being in like the third level of hell where you melt forever, that's what it's like. We sort of like, if you go on a stage, you can come out of a completely, you got your green room or your blue room where they got the aircon on, it's chill. You walk on stage and 3 seconds later, you look like otters that have just came out of the freaking lake.
Yes.
And you're just covered in sweat and you're just like, well, this is me now, isn't it? Forever and ever. So you just play from there. You get used to it after a while. But
I am forever sweating into my own eyes. I call it I become a swamp monster because it's classified as subtropical where we are. So
like in winter it doesn't get below 8 degrees Celsius.
Wow. Look, thank you guys so much for being on the podcast. The Molotov, I want everyone to check them out. Really, their music is kick-ass fucking awesome. Fuck everything. This is so fucking good.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for
cheers, bro. We really appreciate it. It was good fun to talk to you.
Absolutely. I don't want you guys to go anywhere just yet, but I do want to thank all of our listeners. I want to thank all the bands that send us the music. I want to thank everyone who does interviews with us. And I want to thank all of our subscribers. And everybody, this has been such a great experience with the Molotov. Check them out. Good night, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.
Good night.
See ya.